Morning, mighty historians. Mr. Holland here on what looks like a great Monday. It is Monday, April 20th. Um, Today, I'm okay, kind of. Today, this week, actually, is the Holland House Spirit Week. And very clearly, I'm losing my spirit. And today's Crazy Hair Day. And um, so I got my crazy hair, which I'll talk about in a moment. I got beardaments, which were just a wonderful gift from my parents last Christmas. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you. Can't wait to take them off. But thank you. Anyway, so they're falling apart. I'm falling apart. I'm okay. Anyway, so crazy hair day today. Never done crazy hair day before. And so I was like, what do I do? So I put a bunch of goop in my hair and this is what you got. But then I was thinking, I was putting stuff in. I don't know how to do crazy hair. So whatever. And I today, one of the things from today in history is that Captain Cook found Australia or went to Australia today. And I thought, how cool is this? I'm going to make my hair, this part, just the top part, I'm going to make it look like Irish rock, or as it is called by the native Australians, Uluru, which I knew it was called something, but Uluru, which is a very cool name, better than Irish rock. And that is, if you know Irish rock, okay, is just it's like our plains, it's just flat, and then you've got this huge rock popping out of the middle. And so there you go, Irish rock, Uluru. Okay, and that's what I tried to do on my head. And once this is over, I will certainly be doing something better. But anyway, Spirit Week. So check out each day, because here at the Holland House, which is really just me, um, every day is going to be something different. So today's Crazy Hair Day, not overly crazy and wild, and I'm losing it. Um, I still have one, I think. Okay. And actually, there's some good stuff we have to talk about today. Okay, so first, kindness quote. One of the greatest gifts you can bestow upon another. Sorry, let me start over. Kindness, one of the greatest gifts you can bestow upon another. If someone is in need, lend a helping hand. Do not wait for them to thank you. True kindness lies within the act of giving without the expectation of something in return. And so go out there, be kind. When you give to somebody, don't expect something back. Okay, that is kindness. Okay, so today in history, like I said, um, Captain Cook went and discovered Australia in 1775. Actually, Captain Cook discovered Australia in 1770. In 1775, British troops began the siege of Boston. Go America. Just going to go through real quick. 1836, the territory of Wisconsin is created. Love me some good cheddar cheese. Go Wisconsin. I'm just looking through real quick. 1945, the Soviet troops begin their attack on Berlin. There's a lot of different things I'm just trying to pull out. This one is actually, it's going to be good for, well, it's not good, but connects us together. In 1999, I was a senior in high school, and this was the Columbine shooting, which was probably the biggest school shooting up to that time period. Um, and we had our experience this year with Saugus. Um, and it looks like that is it for today. But there we go, history today. So, big thing for today, though, that I really want to talk about is our alumni quote. And I'm going to say it is always fun when I get in my classes, I get like an entire family. So over the years, I'm not going to call out like last names because you might know who this is. I had Alex, I had Katie, I have Amy, and then there's Jack. and loved all four. But then there's Jack. Oh, Jack, Jack. Um, love them all. They're all great. Um, and then there's Jack. Just kidding. Love you, Jack. But anyway, Jack says, and it requires some explanation because I think um, it's a good quote, but I think there's a lot there that we need to talk about. So Jack says, GPA doesn't define you. Okay, so some of you actually need to think about that. Some of you are so focused on your GPA that I don't even know what, you're crazy insane over your GPA. And some of you in period 5, you know who I'm talking about. Okay, so he says GPA doesn't define you, but it does determine which college you go to. And Katie, Jack's sister, chimes in, Jack, always on brand. And I can see both of them, actually, probably all four of them, laughing at the moment at Jack. But anyway, he brings up kind of a good point of what we should talk about. And I hope that you will take this seriously because we've talked about some of these things over the course of the year. So Jack is looking at GPA. And yes, your grade point average is important. You want to have the best grades that you can get. Okay. Notice I said the best grades you can get. You want to do your absolute best. Now, I know how some of you get your grades. Academic integrity, have you heard of that before? Yeah, some of you think that there isn't any. But anyway, when it comes to looking for college, uh, things have changed over the last few years, probably about 5 or 6, to where colleges are not just looking for your GPA. They're not just looking at that is not the prime thing that they're looking for anymore. So here are a few things that they are considering, and here are a few things that you need to consider as you are considering college. Okay, so the first thing is that universities and colleges are tend to, notice I said tend, not all, you can't, I mean, there's hundreds, if not a couple thousand universities in the country. So they are looking for a well rounded, a genuine, and an authentic student. Okay. They want to know that you are going to be a good fit for their university and that their university is a good fit for you. It's not anymore. It's not just about the GPA. It's not just about the SAT. It's moved beyond that. Um, they want to look at your academic achievement and really consider, okay, and I'm trying to look at what I wrote. That what you do in high school, okay, the things the your grades, your activities, whether that's sports or some of the clubs that you do, they're not looking for that you're just doing something just to get into college. They're not. But what they really want to see is that what you do in high school is a true reflection of you. Okay. Um, yeah. Some other advice is that a lot of us are looking at schools based on a name. How do I want to say that? I'm going to throw a lot of schools under the bus in this statement, and it's actually true. Um, Brand name schools that a lot of you are already thinking of don't always deliver the best education. And what you want to do is you want to find a school that fits you, that fits your passions, that fits what you are going to pursue at that school. Okay, it's not, I mean, in some ways, it's not about you fitting into a school, though all of us, when we go to college, need to figure out how we fit into the school. But you really need to figure out, okay, how does that school fit you? Because maybe you're going to go to one of those brand name Ivy League, okay, I'm going to throw them under the bus, the UC, CSU schools, and you're not going to get the best education because it's not a good fit for you and it's not a good fit for what you are actually studying. So what you need to do is you actually need to take time, and you're sophomore, so you've got time to really and intently look at schools and really consider here's what I want to pursue and here's where the school is and do they match? Okay, you have tons and tons of choices and available schools here in this country, and many of us just look at a list. Oh, yep, yep, I know that school. And you might be a fan of a school, and it might be your dream to go to that school, but really consider it. It may not be the best fit. Okay, and then I'm going to throw under the bus our community colleges just for a moment, not because they are excellent schools. Let me tell you that. I'm going to throw them under the bus because of you guys. And a lot of you were at the point in the semester where a lot of you are looking to take COC through there we go. Classes at COC um, over the summer, which is not a bad thing. Okay. But you really need to consider, why am I taking this class during the summer? What do I want out of it? And a lot of you just want it for the open period. Okay. You're willing to do whatever you can to get an open period. And what are you going to do during your open period? Because most of the kids that I know that have an open period don't do squat. They don't have a job. They're not, going out into the community helping people. Probably just sitting at home, watching TV, eating, sleeping. Um, if colleges knew that you were doing that, probably not going to want you. Okay. I also know that a lot of you do it for a higher GPA. Um, most of you know that those classes tend to be a little bit less rigorous, and I'm speaking particularly of the US history classes, less rigorous at a community college than at West Ranch. But here's something to remember, particularly for those of you who are thinking of doing that. Um, One, this is your country. Why would you want to spend less time getting to know your country? And no offense to the eighth grade teachers, but eighth grade U.S. history is not meant to be the only U.S. history that you take. And in, what is it, 5, 6 weeks over summer, you're going to learn everything that you need to about U.S. history? I don't think so. Okay, so just consider, why am I taking a class at COC? But here we go. Here we go. Here's a couple other things. Um, you need to take classes at community colleges, at COC, that are going to enhance your education, not fulfill your education, enhance your education. Okay, so my recommendation, and I don't know about you, but I'm a teacher, I have a college degree, I have a master's degree. I've taken classes at COC when I was in college. Um, I teach, and I know you're a high schooler. Okay, so take classes at COC that interest you. Um, you can take your COC classes for free. Okay, but why not take a class that interests you? Um, Take a class that is in the field of study you want to pursue when you graduate high school. For example, if I had taken maybe some accounting classes when I was in high school or early in college, or maybe even over the summer, I might have realized, yeah, this isn't a good fit. Okay, but by the time I realized it, I had a college degree. Okay, take welding. You get to play with fire. Take child development. Take nursing. Take accounting. Um, take those classes that are going to enhance your abilities and show colleges that you are not just interested in getting work done, but in who you are becoming. Um, so that is my recommendation. I know many of you are going to work to the absolute best that you're going to, um, but I'm going to step back. The education that you're going to get at West Ranch is in terms of your core classes, are better than what you're going to get at a community college, and that is truth. And I'm not knocking the um, community colleges at all. They give you a good education. But what we expect our graduates to do upon graduation and who we expect them to be is a little bit stronger than I'm just going to say, a U.S. history class at COC. Um, so really, I want you to consider when you're thinking about college, okay, who are you becoming? What is it you want to do? You want to show your absolute best to a college, not that you were able to take classes over the summer and have one, two, some of you three or four open periods. That shows them absolutely nothing. Okay, so I know I was a little harsh on you. I know I was a little harsh on COC and our community colleges, but really, I want the absolute best for you. I want you to have the best education that you can get. I really do. And that's how you're going to get it. And I know you're thinking, what do you know, Mr. Holland? You're just a high school history teacher. Um, I think I've had well over 2,000 students in my class. Okay. But you guys go have a great Monday. Everything is up in classroom, and I will see you later. See you later.